Alright, it is a new week, new video, and some new parts. This just came in from Sencut Sen. This is the newly redesigned front upper control arm mounts, and I think this is gonna make my life so much easier with, I just need to measure where the front goes and then how far off the bottom it goes, and then everything else is just designed. We also have these side pieces. We also did another tab and slot design just to make lining things up way easier. The first thing I'm gonna do is clean this up before I forget to and start welding things, and then just makes things harder. So I'm gonna clean up everywhere where it needs to be welded. Alright, I'd say this is pretty decent. We got it all tacked in. It looks good. I love the look of it, but let's throw on the suspension real quick. I need to see if the angles are right, how it sits, how much adjustability I have, and just the overall performance of it, I guess. So here's why I did a redesign, or at least one of the parts why I did the redesign of this. So as you can see, this upper arm is not locked in place. I can push this up and down to get a little better of like, I just don't know where this goes exactly, like for sure. I mean, I know the measurements of a C6 Corvette, but this isn't a C6 Corvette. So this just gives me much more adjustability. I can also change the angle a little bit of the anti-dive. I have it like baseline set at, I believe, 5 degrees, but it might be a little bit more, like I think 7 or 8, at least on the Corvette. But this gives me adjustability and I can make it a little bit more if I need to. But for now, we're just gonna put it in the middle, set it at a height, but it's gonna be nice to just have adjustability in this area. So it is the next day. I had some other stuff to do, but this is essentially what it's going to look like once both sides are on and we're finished with it. So obviously we have where the upper control arm mounts to and these side brackets. In the previous design, if you look over there, there's like tubes that run down the side of this and bend towards the frame. I liked that design, but even realizing it now, yesterday when I was looking at it, those tubes would completely get in the way of the sway bar and the steering rack. So I'm glad I got rid of those. I pushed this out a little bit wider so it can clear all that stuff. I'm hoping, depending on what steering rack I get, I don't know, we'll see at that point. And then we have this bar that fits in here perfectly that will bend. The front is gonna bend towards the frame. So it's gonna attach to the frame, and then this other side is going to go to the roll cage, which brings me to the next thing, is we're gonna pause on this. Since we have this in, we ordered the other side, and we need to put that in, but we obviously have to wait. That'll probably be in the next video. The next video, I'm hopefully gonna be getting all of the front suspension dialed in as much as I can. But now we really need to work on disassembling this body, and my goal for this video is to get at least the cab onto this frame. There's a ton to take off of that, ton of bolts, ton of rusty bolts that might not come undone under. So let's hop over to the truck and get to disassembling. So the thing about disassembling a car or a truck or anything in general, it really lets you get to know the vehicle or just how vehicles work in general. Yes, this is more simplified version of a car since it's so old, but cars are basically the same principle. So learning where things go when you take them off makes it a lot easier to know where they go when you put them back on or put new parts in. So there's quite a bit of stuff to get undone under here, like anything that's attached to the body, so brake lines, fuel lines, body mounts. Basically anything that's attached to this cab, I'm taking off. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to show you guys a lot of it, but we're gonna try. So close to not stripping a nut or bolt or whatever, but the passenger side body mount, the nut is just spinning. So I'm not too sure what's happening there. I might need to just cut it off since I'm not even gonna be using those body mounts in the future. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but we need to get these fenders off so it will separate from the body. And then once we get that passenger side nut off, I think it's good to go. I'm probably gonna take the doors off just to make it a little bit lighter. And then it should hopefully be light enough that I can just slide it over with some help, obviously. But let's get these off. Finally, jeez. No joke, there was at least like 15 bolts on this thing. Ridiculous. That fender really sucked. So I'm gonna bang out the other side real quick and then we'll circle back around with the camera, and I need to take the doors off, but I might wait for my girlfriend to get home and help me with those. Don't want to break the glass on those. And then we should be able to move the body. We've made some progress. I just got this door off, which of course, again, I forgot to record me struggling my ass off because that thing is heavy and pulling it out is kind of a pain, but it came out somewhat smooth. We got the gas tank ready to pull out. I'm gonna leave it in there for a sec until I'm ready to move this. I'm running out of room to put everything. And this body is completely disconnected from this frame. So I'm going to have to wait until friends get home from work because, you know, they got real jobs. Your boy doesn't really. Yeah, we can move this body onto this frame. I might need 4 people because this thing's decently heavy. I'm gonna take the other door off just to make it even lighter, but I think it's still pretty heavy. Oh my God.
Oh, wait, check the jack stand because all of them are coming off. You good? Everyone good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Oh!
No, that's me.
Oh!
Yeah. Sitting on
Holy crap, that was probably one of the sketchiest things I've ever done. This thing is so heavy that it literally blew apart one of these jacks. I mean, these things are pretty flimsy, and I didn't expect them to hold much, but they're rated for 6,000 pounds. So, I don't know, this thing, not great. But we finally got the body, at least the cab, onto the chassis. There's still so much to do. I need to cut the floor out of this so I can build the roll cage and finish all this suspension work. I also need to figure out how to square this up to this chassis, which is gonna be a feat in itself. I need to level this thing. There's so much to do, and I really hope I got all of that on camera because I wasn't paying attention. We were all freaking out, We almost lost this thing, almost shattered this whole thing. But in the end, we got it going smoothly of sliding onto this thing. Not exactly how I wanted to do it, but we did it. We got it done. And now we can really get moving on this build. A lot of tube work, a lot of fabrication, and just a lot more things to figure out. So if you like this video, please like, subscribing really, really helps me out. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.